Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There is no gentleman, so good evening, my dear ladies.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Good evening, ma'am.
I hope you all are doing great.
Great. Very
Yes.
happy and great.
Yeah. So
Mashallah.
today, as you all know, that we are discussing about self-care. And we know that women find happiness in taking care of others, because that's what is given to them as their nature. So when they take care of their children, when they take care of their siblings, they find like quite lots of joy, happiness, and satisfaction. But here we are talking about their own self-care, because if they are not taking care of themselves, then naturally they won't be able to take care of anyone else.
Yes.
So how we can take care of ourselves and why it is important? Why it is important? First thing is that let's start writing the things about us.
Okay.
Okay. So what I like, what I dislike. Okay, which dish I like, which dress I like, what is my dream destination? Aisha, may I ask you, what is your dream destination?
Myself, ma'am?
Yes, Aisha.
Yeah, ma'am, my dream destination is the Gulf country again, where I just worked for my past 10 years. So I would like to go back again to the Gulf countries and explore there more. So that is my destination, ma'am.
Wow, that's really good to know. And it is a nice piece of information for us.
Thank you,
Supriya,
ma'am.
what is your dream destination?
Maybe I can say now it's Australia. I mean, particularly Sydney, because I had planned last year to visit Sydney along with my daughter, but I could not.
Okay. So, knowing oneself, when are you very much angry, Ajab? Ajab? Ajab,
Yes, I'm very.
Rango wala.
I get angry. I don't know. I'm sometimes very short tempered, so there are some sudden bursts of emotions. So when my brother kind of irritates me, and when I'm not in the mood, so that time my anger just piles up.
So, have you ever tried to work upon that? Or you are just like let it go is the attitude, like okay, I have thought of that, living the life along with that, no problem. When my
No.
mother will irritate, I will be emotionally outburst will be there. So if you have
no, I try to work out. I try. So then I'm just like, it's okay, calm down. Give myself a bit of pep talk to just calm down.
Okay, so when we write something, I still have a page when I wrote last year on 1st of January that what all I'm going to do. And then I found like by the end of the year in December that yes, that works. 60% I was able to complete. And that is really a great success rate, When we plan like most of the things we plan out of ambition, and we are not able to achieve 100%, but at least 60%, 50% we are able to achieve. That's why it's important to write down our strength, weaknesses, goal, ambition, favorite memories, people, and especially when in the day something good happened, we should immediately write it. And when you are going to turn the pages afterwards, that is really going to be a good piece of memory for you, and that will always give you lots of happiness and joy in your life. So digital, either you can make digital journaling or maybe by handwriting, it's up to you. And then always add some photos add some music to the photos, whatever you want, so that it's going to be a very authentic document of your own life, your own self-discovery. And consistency is important. I remember that my teacher used to tell us to write, and then we used to write the diaries for 1 week or 10 days or 15 days, and then afterwards, okay, then again we forget. So consistency at this age where we are, because now we cannot think like we are not in the school, or we are not a child that we think, okay, abhi to bahut zindagi padi hai, we will start doing that somewhere. But now it is like crucial time. Even if we have, suppose, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or 30 years of life, but it will pass like anything, and you will not even realize that, okay, how I spent my 30 years and what did I do and what are my achievements. So that time we will regret. Then personal growth is important, and in the personal growth, expansion of the knowledge, networking beyond borders, and experience the hype. If we are not thinking about our own growth, I remember some of my friends, wherever they were 40 years ago, they are still there. And some of my friends have gone far beyond our expectations. It's just because they have expanded their own knowledge, their own horizon. They have invested in themselves. They have done lots of courses. They have attended lots of workshops. They have traveled abroad, because, when they have some money, they don't go to buy to jewelries. They don't go to buy to expensive clothes. They can repeat their own one dress in many marriages. They don't bother that, okay, one dress I have already worn, how I can wear the same dress in the second marriage. They don't think about that. So they believe in simple living, but their purpose is just to expand themselves. And for expansion, naturally, you have to invest energy, money, time, everything you have to invest. So this is important. Growth of knowledge, growth of qualification, growth of certification, growth of skills, and then growth of networking, and growth of valuable insights about the trends, what is happening in my field. If we are in the field of education, so what's the latest happening in our field, that also has to be kept in mind. Now, if I ask, Supriya has already participated. If I ask Sarita, are you there? Sarita, can you hear?
I'm there, I'm there.
Yes, Sarita.
I'm there, ma'am.
Okay, Sarita, so may I ask you that what are you doing, or what is your plan of doing for your own expansion, for your own growth?
So, ma'am, probably if I see for my expansion, my growth, so I have started my career from a teacher's job and I've come to this level, but still I look ahead without retirement, my life, and I see myself as running my own school. That's how I look ahead, serving the children accordingly. Yeah, serving the children accordingly. That is again my one of the passion which I look into.
Okay, thank you very much, Sarita. That's really a great purpose. Now, all of you, please let me know that which book have you read during the month of August. If you have read any book, please just raise up your hand, virtual hand. You raise up your virtual hand. That will be enough for me to see that how many of you are reading the books. Ajab has raised the hand. That's really good. Okay, even if we are not able to pursue some courses or some certification or some workshops and seminars, the easiest thing is to read the books. That we can inculcate a habit. And nowadays, almost all the books are available on online, the soft copies. There are many books, those are free available. We don't have to spend much. And even if we have to spend some amount, that is not a very big amount that we cannot spend. We should always have the habit of, okay, 2 participants raise the hand, Ajab and Sarita. That's really wonderful to know. This is the habit of the great people, Great people always have this habit of reading the books, and that's why they are great. Okay, so now coming to virtual tours, adventure, travel. This is also something that always will give you an insight about your own self. So if we are not able to have the tour and travel physically, at least we can have the tour of travel virtually. Like suppose yesterday I went to Bahrain, okay, and I was not able to go to the city. I was just at the airport, and whatever I can see just from the airport, while going to the airport and then the cities and other things. But I can very easily have the visit of Bahrain's museums, Bahrain's roads, Bahrain's famous monuments, whatever is there. So this is always important whenever you go to any country, any place physically. Before that, we should have the virtual knowledge or virtual visit of that place. Virtual will also give you not 100% satisfaction, but that will give you at least 25 to 50% satisfaction of the place. This is, let's keep on trying to find out the past, that what, then the famous monuments, the facts about them, watching them, then the like old historical places, those are very famous, and the people nowadays, they don't know much about them. If we want, we can just gain knowledge about them. These things are like that. These things are helpful to make us more intellectual as a person. As you know, that this course is basically dealing with the personal. This personal development and personal leadership, more than corporate leadership or team leadership. So personally, how we are going to be more beneficial, more charismatic, more effective as a leader. And these are the helpful things that's going to make us more beneficial for others. How many of you have spent time with nature today? Yes, Fawzia, what did you do? Please unmute and let me know.
Yes, daily I love to, spend some time in nature. First of all, where I live, in front of me, there is a Sahyadri Hills are there. When I wake up in the morning, I look at them and just feel very good, man, because of this quality of air is also very good over here. And apart from that, what I do, I take my son to the school. And while coming back, I prefer to walk down. I never take auto, though it's quite far. It takes around me half an hour to come back. And I travel, while coming back, I look at the people. Sometimes I talk to them. Sometimes the other children, those who I find them on the way, I talk to them. I say good morning to others. And those whom I know, I ask them, how are you and all. Then one day, today only I saw one bird, which was very amazing, which I never saw. I will share the pic of that bird. What was that? It was the head was like brown kind of thing, and rest of the body was black. I wanted to know, I wanted to share, but I forgot to, because I was very busy in the other activities of the activity which you gave me. But that was very interesting. And I see the vegetation around, beauty around, people, those who are going and doing. So because I have taken a break, because I'm spending time with my family and son mostly. So these things are, I have time to spend. So that was the best time. I'd come back, and that is good for health also, because I don't get time to go to gym or to go to, for any other activity. So that's better. And while taking him back also, I do the same. I walk down, I go over there, I take an half an hour. I do some little window shopping, then I reach, and this way I spend my time, and that is good for health, as well as I can take some the air also in the morning, the fresh air in the morning.
Thank you, Fawzia. Thank you very much for sharing.
Yes, I love to do that.
Yes, and then apart from nature, we will find that there are some other calming activities, And one of the things that I have discovered that I also find it so calming and soothing for me, that is aroma. This is my favorite attar, you can say. This is attar. And it is like oud. And this is Noora attar. This is like my favorite since long, I think since 2012 when I came to UAE. Since then, I am just smelling them. And whenever, if anything is disturbing me, if anything is like worrying me, and then my mind is off and puzzled, and I don't understand that what to do, how to do, what to speak. Like, sometimes you will find that you are just blank. Then what I do is I just take it out and I smell it. And, that gives so refreshing effect. My brain comes back and I start again functioning. So this
Okay.
aromatherapy is really very, very good
What
therapy.
is the name of it? The one you are using?
Noora.
Noora, okay.
Noora. And this is like oud, you know.
Oh,
Oud, you
okay.
know? Yes. So like that. And then secondly, that breathing exercise.
Okay.
Breathe up, breathe in. Okay. So can you help us, Supriya, to do this breathing exercise for 1 minute here? May I request all of you to kindly come on video so that Supriya can give us this breathing exercises. Yes, Supriya, please. Please unmute yourself, my dear.
Yeah. So it is an option for you whether you want to close your eyes or no. So if you want to close your eyes, it will be like little better. So take a long breath. Then exhale. Inhale. Hold it little, how much you can, and then exhale. Inhale. Try to feel yourself near your navel, and then exhale. A minimum one, what you can do is like 3 times, anytime, any point of time in the day, during the day, during your work also, when you feel little stressed out, then you can do this. That really, like, it gives you a like strength in you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Priya. It was quite relaxing, yes.
Thank you.
And with this, I'm reminded of Alka ma'am's class. She was asking whether how many of you will be able to join her morning classes. Since in UAE, that is the time at 4:30, okay, morning. So it is little difficult for me to join, but if you people agree, then I can give her the confirmation. Fawzia will be joining. And
Morning I tried, but it was like I could not join.
6 o'clock exactly she starts, and it is
Yes.
just for 15-20 minutes, not longer. Okay. So then I'll give her confirmation so that she can share her link. At least if 2 people are joining, that is better. Otherwise for a single person, it will be little awkward for her also. Okay. So Fawzia and Supriya both have promised.
Yeah.
And maybe by that time you will get your team member's name also. So maybe you will be able to, yes, motivate them as well.
Yeah.
So thank you. And I also find that, prayer is also one of the great healer. Okay, whenever you are in the mood of like finding some peace in the mind, in the body, in your all the organs, then just start praying. That's going to reduce the stress and give us lots of strength. This digital detox, I'm thinking that yes, really it is so important. Now what I have done is that when I go for dinner or lunch or any food, any meal, I just leave my mobile.
Okay.
Because if my mobile is with me 100%, I am tempted to look at the messages. So there is message in the WhatsApp, then LinkedIn, then Instagram, then Facebook, and then you will have missed calls notification, then you will have mail notifications. Like you are full of notifications, YouTube notifications. So it's always good that when you are doing some important task, and meal is one of the most important tasks. When we are eating, it has to be mindful eating. By the way, eating is the most important for our life, for our existence. But eating should be in a proper way, mindful eating. And for that, we have to say bye-bye to mobile. And please insist to all the family members also that on the dining table, nobody will carry the mobile. Whether it is for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever time. Because I have seen everywhere that people are eating and one hand is on the mobile. Here they are eating, one hand is tip, 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 tip. So what they are eating, even if they don't know that what are they eating. So this detoxification, digital detox is very important in today's world. Night, if 9:30 or 10 is your sleeping time, just switch off. The sky will not fall if your mobile is not off. You know, the people will find ways if there is any emergency or if there is anything. So there is a landline also that we nowadays we have divorced landline. Those phones are just kept like that. You know, nobody bothers to call on the landline. Everybody calls on the mobile, since mobiles are always with us, and that disturbs us a lot. So we have to just revive that system of landline. If there is any emergency at night when mobiles are off, they can call on the landline. Then we have to have screen free time, designate in the house. Okay, 4 to 5, no screen, no TV, no video, no laptop, no tablets, no mobiles, nothing. So these are some of the things where we have to fix. Even we can have the day off from the social media. Okay, fix any day, Saturday, Friday, any day, Sunday. This is my free day from social media. And one of the gentlemen, I remember that from which country that I don't remember, but I was fixing some meeting regarding these workshops and other things. So he said that, okay, tomorrow I'm off from the digital devices, my off day from digital devices. So I won't be able to take any session. Day after tomorrow, it's okay for me to have the meeting on Zoom. And I was so happy to see that people are following this. No, otherwise it is very difficult. The life will become miserable. We won't be able to enjoy a single minute or second. Do you agree with me, Fazia?
Yes, I agree.
Have
I
you
agree.
have you experienced this type of issues and problems?
Yes, Dr. Haleema, as I told you, from the time when I joined your course, I don't know what happened. I stopped looking at Instagram completely. I'm not checking it at all. And apart from that, I like television, but my favorite thing, like tour and travel is my favorite one. So whenever I go, I check the new destination or the destination which I've already seen. I go and check that only. And otherwise, I prefer not to see too much because I'm already engaged in this work and with my baby all the time. So I hardly get any time. Though I look what is given in the news for 15 minutes, that's it. Otherwise, I don't.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So now, these are the therapies where we really think that, yes, we need help. We need some assistance from the people, whether it is individual or groups or in the family or outside. But as a leader, you know, I always find that the leaders have a strong willpower, and with their strong willpower, they can overcome to any challenges, any stressful situations. And they may not be in the need of having these type of virtual therapy sessions or maybe other type of support from the external people. If we are really, I always say the people that, okay, suppose if somebody has said something, how it has affected, because you have taken the words seriously. Don't take those words seriously. You just have the carefree attitude. Okay, let him say, let her say whatever they have said, whatever they have spoken about me. You don't bother about that, then naturally you will be carefree, you will be relaxed, and you will not be under stress. So if we can work upon that and we can develop those type of attitude, then naturally I think that we will be able to not take the help for these type of therapies. There was a time I remember that I used to be like very, very angry. And you know why I was angry? No one was able to understand that why I am angry, even when I was a small child. When I was a small child, I was studying in the school as usual, as everybody studies in the school. But there was some, at the time of Bhutto, do you remember in Pakistan?
Yes.
Yeah. So then at that time, there were two groups in my town. So one group was supporting and one group was opposing. So my father belongs to the group those who support that, okay, whatever decision was given, it was because of his own deeds and actions. But the other group who was supporting, they started pelting the stones on our house, and then there was lots of problems in the city. Then my father decided to send us back to the village because there it was safe. When we went to the village, in my village, there was no school for the children, only up to grade 3. There was a very small madrasa by the government. So then naturally for 2-3 months, it was our studies were discontinued, and I was very, very upset because since beginning, I was very fond of like going to the school, studying and all those things. Like it is just natural. Like it was not that purposely I was doing that I have to become a great person. No, it was just that I like that. My personal liking was there towards education, towards learning, towards other things. Then I started telling my father that what I am doing here and what I will do like that. Then he decided to send us to the hostel. My hostel was quite far from my place. It was in the district of Azamgarh. And then my father took us to that place, me and my elder sister and one of my cousins. 3 of us were taken. My cousin was in the another hostel that was for the boys, and me and my sister were in the girls' hostel. On the way, when we were like waiting for there was like a very difficult journey that those days, I'm talking about around 40 years ago. So the journey was so difficult. First, we have to take rickshaw, then bus, then train, then again bus, then again rickshaw, then again walking, and then we have to reach to that place. It was so difficult. So when we were waiting for the train at the platform, so father started asking everybody, okay, you tell us about your journey so far. How is the journey and all? Then I was totally mum because of 2 reasons. One was that I was emotionally very much disturbed, but I was not able to convey. I was not able to say it. And secondly, I used to be very delicate, darling, so that even the small amount of petrol or diesel or anything, that smell will make me vomited. And throughout the journey, I was vomiting. Like in the bus also, I was vomiting. In the train also, I was vomiting. In the rickshaw also, I was vomiting. So I was not able to like digest that. This habit I changed when I came to Delhi, and I traveled so much in the bus that now I became rough and tough, and then that doesn't disturb me. But at that time, I remember when I was small. So there were 2 reasons I couldn't speak a single word. My father is a poet also, and my father is a writer also. Okay. He writes beautiful stories and he writes beautiful poems. And then he started speaking on my behalf. Okay. So he started speaking like this, that when my father informed me that I am going to the hostel, I was very excited. And then I was sharing this news with all my relatives. And when the day was coming close, I was little upset and nervous that I will be away from my family. I will be away from my sisters, because I have small sisters. I am on the 2nd number. And then after that, we had 3 more sisters. So then he used the word in Urdu. He said, Urdu में ही बोल रहे थे वो. So he said that कि जैसे जैसे time करीब आता गया, उनकी मोहब्बत मेरे पाँव की जंजीर बनती गई. Okay. Then I started crying. I burst just, and I started crying. Because, when he said that unki mohabbat paon ki zanjeer banti gayi, so like you can have the imagination of the people like around you, your mother, your sisters, your relatives, your everybody. And then I started crying, and I cried a lot. And then when I went to the hostel also, so I was few days just mom, I was not speaking anything. And then slowly I started adjusting in the atmosphere, new atmosphere, started learning, started studying. But that feeling was in me as anger. Okay, why he has brought me here, why I am not with my family, why I was taken away, why I was snatched away from my mother and from my sisters. I am very close to my siblings. Even today also, I am very close to my sibling. If anything is there, I will just turn to my brothers and sisters. So that's there. So that reaction of my being angry, what happened? My nature become very irritating and short-tempered. And when I'm angry, I will just throw the things, like that. When where I was staying there in the hostel, that was a PG hostel, because that was a newly built hostel. So the school secretary, he has arranged in his own residence. There were only 5 girls, 2 we and 3 from outside. So then he was a very strict person, and I was a very stubborn girl. So I and he both both were both were like he will say something, and I will not listen to him. When it comes to food, I remember still one day I started saying that I will eat fish head. Normally when we eat fish, so there is a head part.
Yeah.
My father used to say that if you eat the fish brain, you will become more clever and more active as fish. So always eat the brain of fish. So that I started insisting that I will eat that part. And he was saying, no, his nature was like he was a very strict person, very disciplined person. He used to say, no, if the child is asking for something, don't give. Okay, that was his philosophy. Don't give. In olden days, it was the way of nurturing and raising the children. That if child is saying something, if you say I need pink frog, they will ensure that you get black frog or blue frog, not pink frog. So it was that time. Then I was not eating; it was just kept. Then the wife of our secretary, whom we used to call Nana and Nani. So she was very kind lady. So she just brought head and she has hidden inside the rice so that it should not be visible to Nana. But he was also a very clever person. He just saw that it was there inside and he tightly slapped me. And then yes, when he tightly slapped me, I threw the plate. That was the nature. So, my dear friends, what I am narrating this, that even I was not able to understand that why I am like this. I was like, there was no counselor available. There were not people available. I was away from my family, no close relative over there, but I was like that. I used to fight with my sister also so much. And she used to beat me also. And it was going on and going on. Then when I grew up and when I started observing myself, then I started thinking that, okay, this was because of in my background. There was a background that I was thinking the people have done injustice with me. My father did injustice with me. My mother sent me away. All my younger sisters are with her and I am away. So it was in my background. And that has made me like that, the very angry girl. If somebody will say something, I will always react over that. I will not respond. I will just react. Once my father gave me very expensive watch, I lost it. I was very famous for the losing the things, okay? Because I was totally into academics, no personal skills. So I cannot take the things nicely. My sister used to keep all my clothes, all my books and other things. I was very careless. So I lost that watch. When my father asked that, why did you lose that watch? I became very angry. And I started saying, okay, because since you have given me, that's why you are asking me, I will go back to you. Yes. So it was all because that nobody guided us, that we have to introspect ourselves. We have to try to understand our positive and negative feelings and positive and negative emotions. And we have to work upon that. When Ajab shared with me that she is short-tempered when brother irritates, immediately I ask that if you know this fact, what are you working? And what are you doing for that? We cannot carry on with the problems, with the issues. We have to have the stop on that. And for that, we have to work upon that.
Yes.
So this self-care session is with the purpose of just making us realize that what makes us happy and what makes us unhappy or irritated or angry, and what we are doing for that, that is important. So that's all for today's session. Now you all can share one by one. How was your day when you were doing the challenge? How did you find it? And whether you enjoyed, you didn't enjoy, and whether you find it something exclusive or something special for you. So now stage is yours. Yes,
Ma'am, I could not do my challenge today, ma'am, because I was busy in the school.
Still, you have time. At least have dinner, your favorite food.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now I have to go and cook it after the class. Inshallah, I'll try
Yes.
to do that. and I'll post it in the group.
Yes.
Inshallah.
And as
Good.
far as dress is concerned, I think only Fawzia is wearing the favorite dress.
Yes.
Isn't it, Fawzia?
I love dressing, ma'am. I
Okay,
love it. I see the situation, occasions where I can wear my new clothes. So I love to do
Even
it.
in the
Even
school,
Supriya is also wearing the favorite dress.
yes, we were
Yeah.
in the school and I could not wear my favorite dress today because yesterday itself I wore it for the Teachers' Day celebration and I could not wear it today. So,
Ma'am, at least tell me what is your favorite dress, ma'am? Your favorite dress, Tazeen, ma'am?
Tazeen, ma'am,
my
at least you
favorite
tell her.
yeah, my dresses, I like to wear saris, but now at this age, I totally abandoned it and started wearing salwar suit
Why?
because
Why have you done this?
all the skin will be peeping out from here and there.
It doesn't
Cannot
matter.
adjust it. So started.
No,
Tazeen is
no.
not like that. You can wear, you can look smart.
Yes,
Yeah,
Tazeen, ma'am, you
I'll
can.
wear during functions.
Ma'am, I
Occasionally,
have
I'll
made a
wear it.
collage of my favorite things and I posted in my that lead house group actually.
Okay, good.
I tried
Okay.
to make a collage of it, and today, after writing in the exam, I could not wear my favorite dress. So I was busy in my exam. 5:30, I came back. I just want to share a small video, ma'am, just from my another mobile. I made a video for my mother.
Okay, please.
Sure.
Shall I make you co-host so that you can share?
No, ma'am, I'm showing through my video, another mobile actually, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, please go ahead.
Yeah. Open it. Ma'am, are you able to hear the voice?
No, it's not clear, Aisha. It's breaking.
Even it's not visible. We are not able to see the video. Can you share that on the WhatsApp so that I can show here to the people? Aisha, can you share the video on the WhatsApp? I think Aisha left. Yes, Ajab, can you share your experience today?
Yes, ma'am. So our assembly, teach in a very
Very sorry,
small
video is
school.
not working.
It's okay, no problem. You can share in the group. Yes, Ajab, go ahead.
Yeah, I teach in a small school. It's a house. It's a house, and then they took it in a school. So it's very green. It's very green, and every day we have our assembly down. So when the kids are doing exercises, and I'm lazy to do exercises with them, so I just admire the trees and stuff. So that is my nature part. I love to just stand and admire everything around. And for my dress, I don't know, but I have this habit that take out 10 minutes, I will observe everything and I'll put my dress out. So it's like, though I dress very simple, I'm not into much of aesthetics and sense, but I really dress simple, but I make sure that I dress smart. So every night I do that. So I think that wear your favorite dress, I think I tick the box every day because I do it every day. And eating, I love eating. So today I went out to this Pani Puri Bhaiya who's there, and I love him, though my mom doesn't. So I went there as part of this challenge. And then, what was the other thing? Dress, food, hobby. Yes, hobby. I like to bake, but I didn't have much time on hand today. So I just binge watched a show. And I believe that I do believe that I take care of myself every day. I do this self-love part every day. I take care of my skin. I do invest time, even though it's not any great things, but I do invest time. And I was really happy with today's challenge. Like I ticked all the boxes. So yes, that was it.
Very good, very good. Beautiful. Yes. Supriya, will you please share your experience today?
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for the challenge of today's, because that made the whole day very special for me, because the whole day I could do something for myself. Normally I do it. I'm a very selfish person. I love myself first, and then I do some other that I do it. And I strongly believe that if I am happy, if I am healthy, if I am strong, then I can make everybody happy, strong, and healthy. I can take care of my family and everyone well if I am happy and I am healthy. So
Great.
this day started with the affirmation, and then that is making me more regular and even more punctual. That is one thing I would like to confess here in front of everyone.
Great.
And I'm a person, I don't hesitate ever any time to confess what I do mistake. That is there in me. So I started with the day with affirmation, and then immediately I rushed towards the kitchen. Uh, that because I have to cook my favorite food today. So I started making. I am a person who loves non-veg a lot, but at the same time, I love to eat dal and rice. Anytime you ask me what you want to eat, I will say it is dal rice. So I started cooking dal rice for myself. And anyway, today, like in India, there is Janmashtami. So I had to pick a green color dress because I had, like yesterday, I had decided that I will wear green today.
Wow, good.
So I drap a sari, green and black combination of sari. But as soon as I came back, then I said, no, this is time for me to, like, come into my favorite attire. So I changed my clothes, and then, as I told you, my favorite person is my daughter, Princess. So we had little good time, and then we enjoyed snacks. Then my all the time, like whenever I don't do anything, I mean, when I'm in kitchen, I'm cooking, or I'm like leisurely doing something, then I normally play music. I listen to music. So
Thank you,
that was the
Priya.
day
Thank
I
you.
spent for myself.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And happy Janmashtami to you and to all those who celebrate
Thank you,
this.
ma'am.
Yes. And now, Fazia, would you like to share?
Yes, Dr. Halima. What I Yes. As I wake up, I'm me early person. I wake up early in the morning. I try to wake up around 5. So after offering my namaz, and it's very interesting to be a part of this affirmation, and whose affirmation will reach first. So I learned the different ways. How can my affirmation be the first one? So that I did today. I achieved. Otherwise, the Aisha was the first one. Then afterwards, when my son is there, so I'm busy with my son. And as I said, I take him to the school. Then while coming by, I walk down, and there is a nature walk for me. I love that part a lot because this place is very beautiful. As I said, this is Sahyadri Hills. It seems like you can imagine you must have visited Nainital. It is just like that only. When I peep out from my window, when I see, so there is a hills are there, Sahyadri Hills are there,
So, Fazia,
and that's
tomorrow you are going to show us the picture. Now you have appreciated so much.
Yes, I'm sure that definitely after this class, I'm sure I've clicked many pictures of this area. I will show you, and while in the morning also, morning time, I can click many pictures. You can see very beautiful place it is. Greenery is there. But, quality of air is very good. While coming back, I saw this. While coming by, I stopped and said, "Okay, what is there in what Dr. Halima has given us to do today?" Then I see that I was very happy to see that. Then from that time, I pick up some flowers from there because I started what to do today. So because it was yesterday, it was a off day for my son. So I didn't. So I decided to give flowers to the teachers. So I have shared that DIY. So I just made them. I pick up the flower from the flower and shopkeepers, and then I made the DIY. I like that. Instead of buying anything from outside, I always do the thing. I do embroidery. I do craft work. That was a very interesting day when you have given the craft work just to decorate that thing.
Yes.
So that's why I did. I spend time, and I seek in what way I can do. And for the teachers also always make cards and everything I do. And coming back then about the food, because being North Indian, because being Delhiite, that's everybody know that like chole and rajma chawal and the curry and this, we love to have that. So the chole was there. Then I bought these kulcha. Then we made, and there's the preparation. My sister-in-law, she's the person I like. I said this. She is the way we are sharing everything, and she is a very, as a kind of girl, very intellectual, very intelligent, very smart, very helpful. So we share a very good time together. And along with baby, when it comes, we together, we do everything. So we had a food together. Then afterward, the hobbies, as you said. So hobbies are the various, the music I like, but I like more, as I said, watching traveling show, that but music also, the music that's, but I will start listening music also. I don't spend much time, but I like music, the songs which are latest, or some of the melodious Bollywood songs are also there. And and the food, at we have already discussed the food. What else was there? Clothes. So I like dressing up, as I said. I always see if there is any occasion is there, I prepare in advance. If I wear what I have to wear in the evening, I can't sit, without dressing up. That is in me. I don't know why. I love to. And that is fulfilling my day, Haleema, in that way. Because every morning I used to dress up daily in school. And people used to appreciate me a lot for this, my student. So, and yeah, now this is the time.
I remember when we were doing NUPA course, then also I remember now that you were from head to toe, you were in matching, isn't it?
Oh my God. Really?
Yes. Sandal, then your clutcher, and then your accessories and everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I love dressing up. I love dressing up. And the thing which I remember you, Haleema, that's why from the Nupa, that you are the one, and Gulsaman, the one who I remembered, and you were there in my group. And we always, I talk about you. Though we didn't get chance. So Sumaya was the one. You always talk about Haleema, na? She's there. Now join this course. Very definitely I will join. Definitely this. So
Yes.
in this way, and you, Haleema, you made, the things by this course. Now I want to join some other courses also. You'll be connect with me. Because
Thank
you
you.
have,
Thank you.
filled with some kind of positivity and the things which are happening. Because maybe I was taken a break, I was a little away. Maybe I don't have that much of exposure that you have. So, but I want to, get all the
Sure,
things.
sure. Yeah,
Sure.
inshallah, Fawzia. Thank you very
Sure.
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Tazeen ma'am
Thank
is
you for giving me this
silently
chance.
because Tazeen ma'am has not done the task. Tazeen ma'am, have you done any task or you have not done any?
No, I did not do, ma'am, anything. Inshallah, I'll do now after the class and I'll post it in the group, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Thank you
The
very much.
cooking part, I'll do it and I'll show it in the. And the dressing part is, as I already said, that I love wearing saris, but as of now, I've stopped it wearing. Stopped on